truly welcome to the M88 program. M88 stands for Madeline's 88 Days, and this is a program that I have myself come up with. It is not new. As you can see, M88 has been around for quite a while. It's started when I was living in Norway in 2013. Officially was the first time I held an M88 program, and then I moved back to Sweden, which is my birth country, and I did some 88 courses in 2016, and last year, since this is January 2020, last year I went international. So I'm truly excited to be able to give this to you totally for free on YouTube. And M88 can be a life-changing program if you let it. M88, as you can see in the circle up there, it has 3 colors, and I have 3 important keys in my program, which is the nutrition, of course. Everything starts in the kitchen. We're gonna go through all that, and then we have the workouts, the training, and not everybody can do everything, but everybody can do something is my motto. And last, but maybe the most important key of them all, is what happens between your ears. It is the motivation, it is the discipline, and it is the stamina to keep doing it, and the coaching part. I am a certified coach. I am a certified personal trainer. I am a certified nutritionist, and I also have done a lot of sports. I've done sports all of my life, basically. I've done cross-country skiing, I've done orienteering, I've done run some marathons and other runs, I've done fitness, and now the most recent thing I'm doing is OCR, obstacle course racing. I have epilepsy. I have the grand mal, the tonic-clonic type of epilepsy. I have arthritis in my hips, and this last summer I got a total hip replacement surgery. So this hip is in metal, titan I think, and plastic or something, and I did 100% hip replacement. So we all have our challenges. We all have them. And those were only a few of my challenges. You have yours. But are you tired of going on an diet? Are you tired of dieting? Are you tired of losing weight only to gain it back on? Are you? Do you know that feeling when you have been invited to a party or a dinner party or something, and you're opening your closet and you're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable, I can't wear that, we're gonna be sitting down, or that means I can't wear that, and you're kind of looking at what can you wear rather than looking at what do you want to wear. And you're kind of dressing to camouflage your flaws and the things that you're not happy with, instead of dressing to feel good. That is a different feeling. And as I said, M88 is 88 days, but we're gonna go longer. We're gonna do this for life. and it's normal food. And it is workouts that you can do whenever you want, wherever you want, and you will get it all here. So and I also have bulimia to add to my challenges. I have lost weight, yes. I will show you that if you haven't seen that already. I will show you in a minute how much I have lost. I have gained and I have lost, and I've been in that kind of maze or hamster wheel for many years, and it drains you. It drains you because you're constantly thinking about your body. You're constantly thinking about what to eat, what not to eat, and it's a struggle. And I want to give to you the tools to end that struggle once and for all. So are you ready? Then I will say, welcome to the future, to your future. And the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to stop blaming circumstances. We're going to stop blaming everything else. I have kids. Stop blaming your kids for your overweight. Stop blaming school, work, stress, etc. Because you choose that work. You choose to go to that school. You choose. You don't choose everything that happens to you in life, for sure, but you choose how to react to respond to it, how to react to it. It says here, I have the power of my own life, and I have the full responsibility to myself to make sure to get where I want and stay there. I have that power, and that is great, because what if the power of my health and my body shape were in enemy's hands or everybody else's hands? It is a great feeling to know that I have what it takes to change it, but it also gives me responsibility. But we're going to do it together. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to coach you, and I'm going to lead you every step of the way. Life is like a book. You cannot change the pages that are already written, but you can start a new chapter. I see a lot of people, I talked about that hamster wheel. A lot of people trying the same way over and over and over again, expecting a different result. The first thing I want you to do is kind of put your excuses aside, and I want you to say, okay, my way didn't work. My way got me where I am today, and I'm open to learn and to do it your way, Madeline. That's what I want you to do. Because I meet a lot of people, they start out 1 week, everybody can do 1 week, 2 weeks. That's when it starts to get kind of tough, and maybe the old urges and the cravings start coming, etc. It can be other things too, we're going to go through that. That's when they come to me and they say, oh Madeline, I didn't do it this way and that way. I did it kind of my way. That is not gonna work. You need to do it all the way in. You need to follow the program. I want to share with you a little story. This is a typical story that we can recognize ourselves in. I want to tell you about, let's call her Anna. We'll name her Anna. And Anna is going to go on a diet. She's going to lose weight. Anna is going to start on Monday, because we always start on a Monday. That is fine. But what does Anna do the weekend before Monday, you think? Oh yes, she eats like she's never gonna see food again. She eats, she stuffs her face full. She eats all the things that she will never be allowed to eat again. And then Monday, cold turkey, stop, full break, and she goes on a crazy diet, like really crazy, too little food, maybe just some drink or whatever. And Monday's fine because she's still full from the weekend. Tuesday, oh, she's starting to feel it. Wednesday, she's probably having headaches and maybe nausea, etc., etc. So on Thursday, when her girlfriend calls and says, "Hey Anna, you know that other girl Camilla, that went away on to study for, she's coming home this weekend and it's her birthday. We want to surprise her with a birthday party. You gotta come." And Anna is like, nah, I'm on a diet, I can't come. But you have to come. She hasn't been home for half a year and it's her birthday. Everybody's gonna be there, you know, etc., etc. And let me tell you this, Anna is not that hard to talk into coming. So she says, "Oh, I'm gonna come, but just so you know, I'm not gonna be drinking and I'm not gonna eat anything." Because Anna is like still thinking about her diet and that she's not gonna eat anything, but she's gonna come. And the weekend comes, Anna gets ready and she goes to that birthday party, surprise party, and everybody's there. It's so much fun. But Anna cannot focus on what people are talking about. All she can focus on, really, her mind is going, "Oh, that cake, that cake, that cake, that cake." She's like, cake, 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 cake. Because she's thinking about, "Oh, I can't have that cake. I can't have that cake. It looks so yummy. I can't have it." And you know how when we're not allowed something, that's what we want, and that's what we end up doing. Because her mind is going cake, 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 cake. It's going, "I'm not going to eat cake, I'm not going to eat cake, I'm not going to eat cake, I'm going to eat cake, eat cake, eat cake, eat cake." And your mind is hearing eat cake, kind of. And she's starving. Not a good combination. And then the friends start going, "Oh, you can have a slice. One small piece won't hurt anything." She has one thin slice. What do you think happens? Oh, it melts away in the mouth. Cake has never tasted better before. Oh, and then that little voice, and then she has one tiny bit more, and then the voice in her head goes, "Oh, now you screwed it. Now you screwed it all. You might just as well go for it." So she just goes for it. She eats everything. She has this and that and this and that and that, and she stuffs herself. She's just like, oh, like that. Have you ever felt that feeling? Like, and then Next day comes, let's say Sunday. What do you think Anna does? Does she go back to the strict diet she was on? Or does that voice in her head still go, you screwed it, you might just as well keep going? So that little weight Anna might have lost during that week, she's gonna gain back real fast, probably, and even more. This is not an isolated case. We have a lot, maybe we are Annas or have been Annas, or we know someone that can relate to Anna's story. So let's get out of the hamster wheel and let's find a for life solution now. That's why I want to work with you in the coaching part. This is me. I followed my new and improved M88 program. This program, the program I'm presenting you now, I have done myself. I am not cheating. I did not train more or eat less than you will. I did exactly what I would give to you to do. And this is the result of that. Forget the mistakes and remember the lesson. We need to draw a line in the sand right here, right now, and say, let bygones be bygones, and let's kind of, we have the rest of our lives. Do you want to repeat what you have done over and over again, or do you want to succeed and live the rest of your life as you want to be? You make that choice before you start, because I don't want halfway. I want full commitment. I want full commitment on this one. I really do. You make that choice. Do you want to keep going where you have been over and over, gaining, losing, or let's draw a line in the sand, like I say, and move on. There are no mistakes. It says forget mistakes, but don't really. There are no mistakes, there are lessons. We know what does not work. You know what didn't work. I'm sorry. My vision as a coach is to save the world from overweight and early death. A vision is like a lead star, like a compass that points towards the direction I'm gonna go. It is not a goal that I will reach, but it keeps me on the right track. So my vision is to save the world. That is a big vision, isn't it? But I want to start, first of all, I wanted to start with myself and then spread it. My goal, a goal is something you reach. My goal is for you to experience the immense joy of victory after reaching something that you have worked for. It's an incredible feeling of pride. Do you know anyone who has been in the army or done something like that? In Sweden and in Norway, when they join the army, they have 1 week particularly that's called Hell Week. It's called that for a reason. They are they carry heavy. They are out there. They are freezing. They are hungry. They are tired. They are surviving. It is hell, like Hell Week says. And believe I have been in the Navy, and we had tough moments too. Our training was hard, and when you're out there and you're freezing and you haven't eaten or had anything to drink, and you have pushed your body beyond the limits, just over the limit, it's nothing fun right there and then. You don't enjoy that, but afterwards, when you conquer that, have you heard guys talking about Hell Week? Oh, such pride. Oh, how they love. It's like, and let's take the women's side, because not a lot of women has done military service. Birth stories. The harder birth, the better story. I had a birth that lasted 37.5 hours. That is a long birth, and the baby was big. Next one, I delivered twins. It was fast and furious. Women, that they say it's the worst pain you can feel. It's giving birth, and I kind of agree. It is really painful. But have you heard women sharing their birth stories? Because they're so proud. Because the moment the baby comes out, it's all worth it. It was worth it. And I want you to experience coming through this program, and it's not as hard as a birth. I don't think so, at least. Tell me what you thought. And feel that pride and joy about what you accomplish. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can draw that line and just turn the page, and it's all blank, and we have done nothing wrong yet. And let's go for a new chapter. You are now on the crossroad where you can change your life. Imagine, if you will, imagine yourself in 6 months from now. Imagine. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 6 months from now? All these pictures behind me, it can be you in 6 months. It's not about what you want, it's about what you do. Let me share another story, and this is a true story. I have a friend, and this friend is very creative. She has the most amazing business ideas I've ever heard. And every time I visit this friend, she has a new idea of how to strike it rich. And the thing is, her plans and or ideas are very detailed, and they are good. They are truly good, and I believe she could make a lot of money on those ideas. The only thing is, that's where it ends. She doesn't do anything about it. It's like saying, oh, I have all these dreams, what I'm gonna do when I win the lottery. Yeah, but I don't play. I don't play. So let's forget about that. This is better than the lottery. This M88 is better than the lottery. Cause this is, you are a winner guaranteed if you follow the program. You will you will win. You will succeed if you follow the program. If you follow the program, we will have no plateau. I never plateau when I lose weight. I can have 1 week. I had 1 week when I lost all this weight. I had 1 week where I lost 1.5 kilos of pure fat. I have a body scanner so I can tell what's fat and what's water and etc. So I know I lost 1.5 kilos of pure body fat. The next week, the following week, I lost only 300 grams. That's kind of how the body can do it, but I never plateau. I can have 1 low week, but I never have 2. So if you follow the program on the spot and you plateau, you call me or you mail me and we will discuss it. Because either you are not doing it by the book, you are not following the program correctly, and I will help you figure out where you miss it, or you have a hormonal problem and you need to see a doctor. It's as simple as that. So, imagine. And everything that you will ever be, it's already inside you. And I just want to help you release it, if you want to. I want to help you release your powers, because you can do this. You just need the right mindset, and that's where the coaching comes in. And then I will also give you the workouts. And the workouts are tailored for this. And please don't do more than the program says, because there is a plan. The power to magically reshape our lives so that they correspond to our biggest dreams are hidden within us. It's time to release this power. Power is the ability to change your life. I've said it many times now. You have that power. And I'm going to teach you and guide you how to use it. Okay, now for the serious things. Take a look of what's happening around us. This is a child. This is a young child, not even a teenager yet. This is a child. There are so many cases of children dying before their parents now. It's tragical. We have in the world more people dying from the results of obesity and overweight and pure lifestyle than from hunger and starvation. Yet we are appalled by the news and the pictures we see of starving children. But it's distressing for me to see obese children, because no child is born obese. No person is born obese. That is something we create by lifestyle. And where do we learn lifestyle as a child? At home. When did you last look at your body? Like really look at it. Have you taken a photo from behind? I want you to, before you start, I did it in public. I showed you. This is not me, this is the same girl, by the way. and it's going to be one of the keys to success. We need to take a look and not close our eyes for what's happening. Overweight is threatening your health and your happiness. And this is an adult. Put your overweight behind you. Leave it. It's something, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. Unless you have a condition that you can show me that the doctor has signed for, you have created your overweight, and now we're going to uncreate it. You are now, get excited, you are now at the road cross of where you can change your life. I get the question a lot of times on what is a kind of a good percentage of fat, body fat to have, and these figures, you can see a different. I would say everybody should be below 30. The green part is 20 to 25, and the 30 is up where it starts getting red, as you can see. So, and we do have essential fat on the body, and that is to go kind of below around 15% somewhere. And as a woman, a fertile woman, you can notice that you might lose your period if you go too low. Then it's when it's getting kind of unhealthy, and you should gain them back a little bit. So don't go crazy. You see, 15 is red also. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. What I want you to do, I want you to write a personal letter. A letter to yourself. I want you, as you are now, to write a personal letter to yourself, to your future self. Where this letter, you don't have to show to anyone but yourself. But in this letter, I want you to be honest of how you feel about where you are now, and kind of the roller coaster that you have been on. And this letter, you're going to read later. In this letter, I want you to give your future you advice. Like, let the future you know why you should not go back to where you are now. Let the future you know why you choose to do this, why you did this, and why it's worth it. Because when it gets tough, cravings can come and all that, we can kind of get a little lost on the way and feel like, oh, is it really worth it? Yes, it is. Read the letter. In a letter, I want you to be totally honest of how being in the body you are now affects you. This is important, and this is really a key, one of the key elements in this program. There are many, but this is one of the important things. And I can tell you that the people succeeding with M88 are the people doing everything. And those people who say, well, I didn't write the letter, but I thought it. We can forget our thoughts. Has that never happened to you? Have you? I can go into the other room and go, oh, what was I going in here for? And then we can kind of romanticize the feelings. We can lie to ourselves. We've been lying to ourselves a lot of times. And we can go, oh, wasn't that bad? Read the letter. That's why I want you to really write that letter. For real. Not just think it. Do it. Promise me. If you are sincere and serious about this, if you are fed up being uncomfortable in your body, and nobody's gonna tell you where you should be happy with your body, because suffering from overweight can be painful physically and mentally. Physically, my hips. I have arthritis in both my hips. One is replaced with a prosthesis and one is still there. But every pound that I have too much is gonna weigh down on my hips, and it's gonna hurt more. It's gonna hurt my back more, it's gonna hurt my knees more, etc., etc. And then we have all the things going on inside that you can have diabetes and stuff. And diabetes, believe me, is no game. But then it can be also mentally painful to not feel good in your own skin, to not feel comfortable. We all talk about that bikini shape, but really, to not be comfortable, to put on a bikini in the summer, and to kind of avoid those situations. You avoid going to the water parks, you avoid certain things because you don't feel comfortable. Write the letter, please. Everybody cannot do everything, but everybody can do something. That is a motto. So just because you can't do everything doesn't mean you should do nothing and just, no, well, I can't do this 100%. I will show you ways that you can change it so that it fits you, so that it fits your lifestyle, so that it fits your different kind of injuries you might have to your body. You might have a really bad knee that prevents you from jumping. You might have different things that prevents you from jumping or bending or whatever. And I will provide you with choices so that you can do something. Everybody can do it. No excuses. It's funny, I have this no babysitter, no excuse. Good intentions, like I told this story about my friend. Good intentions gets you nowhere. We all have the best of intentions. And yes, that's me boxing in Thailand. Stop talking and start doing. And stop fooling yourself. We can all have excuses. I can make up excuses that are so good, no one will ever fight me for them. No one will ever try to say, oh, that's just a lame excuse. I have excuses so good that no one will argue with me. But excuses doesn't get me results. Really. Yep, me. Stop talking, start doing. Okay. The sports arena. You see the people out on the field playing, and then you see the people sitting watching. The audience. Are you passive or active in life? It's so funny how a lot of people, the experts sit there, and most people kind of sit there, watch the game, and they have all sorts of opinions about the game. They have a lot of opinions. They're like booing for the judge, or booing for the person who missed that kick, whatever. And they have all these opinions about how it should be done. But they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything but criticizing the people on the field, or cheering them on. But they're not doing anything. And they're not really affecting the results. Where are you in life? This is a metaphor. Where are you? Are you there? Somewhere of all these people? Sitting there saying, you shouldn't work out so much. That's not good for you. Blah, 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 blah. When I gained weight, this is interesting. When I gained weight, when my eating disorder got out of hand and bulimia started turning into BED, binge eating disorder, where you just stuff it. And I was gaining weight. It was visible. I was gaining week by week. And I was eating cookies and cinnamon buns and kebabs and pizzas and ice cream, and in between the meals, of course. No one said anything to me. Not a word. Not a word. But when I'm getting into shape, I get comments like, are you sure that's good for you? Oh, now you should lose more weight. That's not good for you. That's unhealthy. No. I was unhealthy when I was overweight. That is unhealthy. I have helped through M88 hundreds of thousands, maybe thousands of people to gain health. Lose weight and gain health. The funniest story, and you know who you are if you're watching this, is a woman. I had a fitness center in Norway where we just focused on using our bodies as weights, and we did group trainings. We didn't have the gym with the heavy machines and heavy weights. We had group training. We specialized in that, and we did M88. And this woman had high blood pressure, and she was on medications to lower the blood pressure. And then she lost about 38 kilos. She lost a lot of weight. She had to have surgery to remove excess skin. And then she almost passed out during one of my classes. And we were like, oh, go and check your blood pressure. The thing was, her health had improved so much so that her blood pressure was now normal, and she was lowering it, taking medications. So she stopped taking the medications and she stopped fainting, passing out. Back to this. Like I said, there are a lot of people pointing fingers at the people doing it. You gotta know this, cause if you start doing this now with me, you might get some of those comments. You might get some finger going, oh, are you sure that's healthy? Trust me, it is. We're gonna be eating normal food. We're not gonna live on powdered shakes only or some little soup. We're gonna eat food, and we're gonna do the right amount of exercise and the right kind of workouts. So you need to be prepared. Are you willing to take those comments coming when you lose weight? Do you have answers for them? You don't have to be angry. People just don't know better. But I wish, they can be kind of blunt. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh, they should have said something to me when I was really unhealthy. And watch out for the experts. Really watch out. This guy, can you see him? He's a certified nutritionist, like me, and a personal trainer online, giving people advice on how to eat right and exercise. And he's hiding between his computer. There are so many experts out there. I'm not going to hide. I'm going to be right there doing it with you. And the workouts we do, I did them when I was losing weight, and I will transform with you. You will follow my journey with your own. We're going to do this together. So excited. I said, stop doing the same way over and over again and expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. As long as you keep going around and around and around, you're going to end up on the same place. Let's get off that track. Let's get off that hamster wheel. How many times are you going to hit the wall before you say enough, enough madness? It is out on the field. Results are made. But it's also where you can get tackled. Get one on the face. Get injured. You might pull a muscle working out. But I promise you, if you're unhealthy, overweight, that is dangerous. But it is on the field that you can score goals and take those glorious victories. Whoever dares to play wins. This is a win guaranteed. I guarantee the results. Isn't that amazing? And I want you to experience that feeling. It's time. It is time to get out on the field. You know what you have now. You know where you're at now. That is familiar terrain. And in some way, that is a comfort to know where you're at. Where I'm inviting you to is unknown territory. So it might feel safer to stay where you're at. Read the letter. Write the letter. I will give you the recipe for maximum result. And that is also me, by the way. I've had blonde hair, and then I got to my senses again. Know the results. I want you to kind of look at. You need to know the results. You need to know where you want to go. You need to. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go and get into better shape. As a personal trainer, I meet people that come to me and they say, and I ask them, because I need to know where I should take them. I ask them, what do you want? I want to get into better shape. Okay, what is better shape for you? This is so personal. Better shape for someone can be to reduce the body fat. Better shape for some person can be to gain body fat. They might be on the anorectic side. Better shape for another person can be to run faster, to lift heavier, to lift more times, to play better tennis. You need to know, you need to be specific of your goal. You need to be really, really specific. If you have been in shape before, you need to say, okay, I want to get into this shape. And you write it down. The World Health Organization says that anything over 88 centimeters around our waistline is considered a health risk. And I was 90, I was over. Anything, and for men it's more, I think it's 100. But if you don't have a body scanner that you can check, or another way that you can check your body percentage of fat, use the measurement around your waist and your weight scale and kind of estimate. And try to be as specific as possible. It's not going to be, oh, I'm going to lose some weight. That is not good enough. You need to know how much weight. And believe me, 5 kilos, for everybody says those magical 5 or 10 pounds, that is like nothing. For most people, that won't even show. It's more than you think. That is a thumb rule. It's more than you think. So you need to know the results. But it's not good enough to just know the results, like where do you want to go. You need action, like my friend in the couch with all the great ideas. You need to action, you need to do it. And it's not going to do it just to do it one time. We have 88 days. You have to sharpen your senses. You have to be aware, be awake, be alert. And flexibility. Like, oh, I can't do this exercise, then I skip the whole workout. Why? Are you crazy? Just because one of the exercises don't fit you, do it. I will show you, I will try to show you as many variations as possible, or make your own. But if 9 out of 10 exercises works for you, but that one doesn't, are you going to skip the whole workout for that? No. And we have to be flexible, because we can't expect everybody else to like stop their life because we're on a diet, because we're doing something about our health. It's like the rest of the world does not stop because you are on a diet or on a health thing. It will hurt. It will take, because you will get sore, believe me. It will take time. You have to let it take time. It will require dedication. It will require willpower. A lot of people come to me and say, oh, I need more motivation. Well, motivation is this. Motivation is what gets you started. But then we need something else too. And I'm going to give that to you. You will have to make healthy choices. You can't eat the cake and have it. You can't do both. You have to make healthy choices. But let's make them as good as possible. It will require some sacrifices. You can't go on a binge. You can't, but it's gonna be worth it. You will have to push your body maybe to totally unfamiliar places, to the maximum limits. There will be temptations. But I promise you, when you reach your goal, when you stand there with your trophy, it is so gonna be worth it. And you're gonna be so thankful, and you're gonna be so proud of yourself, and you're gonna be so glad that you made those sacrifices for greater good. Excuses. Don't burn calories. As I said, we can all come up with super duper great excuses. So good that we believe them ourselves. Heck, I have had a big surgery on my hip. I have epilepsy. Inactivity hurts people. There's not a single person who died because of a workout. Feels sad sometimes that I'm gonna die when I kill my legs with the squats. No, but there are lots of people who dies as a result of an inactive, unhealthy lifestyle. So, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? This is 9 weeks. This is 9 weeks. And I did it by following the M88 program. Now it's your turn. Are you ready? Stop waiting for things to happen. Go out and make them happen. It is time. It is time to stop talking and start doing, break out of the shell and kind of say, how do I want the rest of my life to be? It's time to live your dreams. You can lose 20 to 60 pounds in 88 days. But it keeps going after that. That's just a great start. Everybody can. Everybody can. Not everybody will, but everybody can. So my question to you now, are you with me? Are you going to start writing that letter? Today is Thursday. You should be watching this Wednesday or Thursday. And then I want you to spend the rest of the week not stuffing your face like Anna in our story, but to prepare yourself. Is there anything you need to get to start on Monday? Do you need a pair of good shoes? Do you need anything clothing wise? You need to go through your kitchen and you need to throw out all candy, all cake, potato chips, cheese thing, ostbågar, anything unhealthy. All that fattening food, ice cream, and all the things that makes us unhealthy, get rid of it. Get it out of your house. Really. And some people will say, well, I have kids. Yes. But do you remember the picture I showed you of that girl? Even if your kids are not overweight, they can still be unhealthy, you know, cholesterol. And we don't want to, and we teach our children by what we do, and we teach them a lifestyle. And if you want them to have like a Saturday snack, that's fine. Then you buy that Saturday snack on Saturday, and you don't buy more than they're gonna finish. And what they don't finish, you throw out. That's how it's done. I am filming this 1st of January. Yesterday was New Year's Eve, and we had lots of good food, but I also had sweets. I have had since 1998 New Year's resolution that I say every New Year's Eve, I say, I'm not gonna eat sweets, candy and stuff until Christmas Eve this year, and then I go the whole year, and then at Christmas Eve, from Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve, I'm allowed. So I had sweets yesterday, and you know what, didn't even taste good, but I have leftovers of them. Throw them out. It's not even food. And start piling up your kitchen with healthy choices, so that when Monday comes, you are good to go. Pair up with someone, maybe your spouse or a friend, and do it together. Why not? Then you can kind of keep each other accountable. Since I can't, you're gonna feel like I'm coming through the TV screen, but I can't really. So then you can keep each other accountable. And I'll see you Monday. Get excited, write the letter, and let's bring a new start to a new you. Let's do this.